Welcome back to the Tiffy podcast. Today I'm here with Shayla.
Hey guys.
Shayla had just now taught me yoga and is educated diversely in Chinese medicine. How'd you,
Yes.
how'd you get into that?
So I actually got introduced to acupuncture, which is a small part of Chinese medicine. When I was 14, I unfortunately broke my tailbone and I was having a really hard time recovering. And at the time, my mom was going to get acupuncture done, and she said, I think you should try this. I think it will really benefit you and your
Mm.
back. So I did. I started to go see her acupuncturist at the time, and it helped me so much. So on my road to recovery, I started picking up yoga. I was getting acupuncture done, and now I still have problems every now and then, but I do keep up with my acupuncture and my yoga so I can keep on going with my day-to-day lifestyle.
So the whole time you were just teaching me yoga for my lower back pain, and you're telling me that I could have been doing acupuncture the whole time?
I mean, yeah, definitely the two of them go hand in hand. I'd
Mm.
say they both would really help benefit you for your lower back. But yeah, acupuncture could definitely help you a lot along
And
with like
what's
moving.
acupuncture? Because when I think of that, I think of like needles.
Yes, so
Yeah.
it is with the needles. So acupuncturists, we find certain points on the body. There's
Mm.
so many different points that you can use, but they all have their own indications, like symptoms that you would use them for. In traditional Chinese medicine, we do it based off of the symptoms that you're having, and that's how we choose the points that we want to use to treat you.
Mm.
But for lower back pain, there are specific points you can use too. A couple of them are on the back, some of them are not even on the back at all. But they all help, and I actually have treated a few people's lower back in a few months, and they said that they've had great improvements
And that was through yoga or through acupuncture?
through both.
Do both. Oh,
Yeah,
so you
through
do
both.
acupuncture yourself too?
Yeah, well, I go to school for it, so we do treatments at the school.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Because
yeah.
I thought that all you did was the cupping and yoga.
Okay, so yeah, cupping is just like a small part of the Chinese medicine that I do. So
Okay.
I go to school for acupuncture, cupping, twin yao, which is like a Chinese massage.
Twin Yao.
Twin yao.
Say it again. Explain that one to me because that's new.
So basically, it's like using palpation, touching the back to see
Hmm.
if you're having problems regarding different organs. You feel tense, and then you can know if someone's maybe having a problem with their digestive system
Hmm.
or like their sleep. I'm just noticing like if like the upper back is more tense versus like the middle back or the lower back. It all has different correspondence to the different organs.
Hmm.
So we can use that to then either treat going into the massage to break up like the tightness in the back, or to then treat with acupuncture.
Can you spot cancer through that? I feel
So
like I've heard that being used to spot cancer.
that's actually very interesting you say that. My professor the other day,
Mm.
he was just telling us that he was doing this on somebody and he was like, oh, something is not right.
Mm.
And he told them you need to go to the hospital. He wasn't exactly sure what it was that he was feeling, but he knew it was something not good. And
Yeah.
he was like, we need to get like secondhand opinion. Like, you need to go and see someone. They ended up dying 3 months later. They had stage 4 cancer.
Oh shit.
If she had come to see him maybe 6 months prior, he would have maybe been able to
Yeah.
see that and tell her to go get help. But since it had already been so late, it was kind of nothing he could really do. But at least they did get to catch it a few months before, so you
Mm.
could kind of, say your goodbyes and wrap it up instead of it being so sudden.
I don't understand the science behind cupping like at all.
Okay.
To me, I just like see people putting fire in a tube and putting it on your back, and your back
Mm-hmm.
expands. So
Okay.
I don't understand the science with that.
Okay, so there's different types of cupping. You can use what we learn is the fire cupping, what we were
Mm.
just talking about. So it's really great, especially for people who work out, because it's pulling all of the blood flow to the surface of the
Mm.
back. So people who work out a lot, they get really sore. Their back becomes very stagnant. Some people even have blood stasis, which is like blood staying in the same spot and not moving, which can create localized pain in the back too.
Okay.
So using the cups
Ooh.
you helps with your circulation,
Mm.
helps with your, like detoxification throughout the body, helps getting everything to move.
Shit. And is the acupuncture the same thing with the blood flow or no?
So it's not quite the same. Sometimes actually, if someone has really bad blood stasis, what we'll do is we'll actually put a needle in
Mm.
just to prick the skin to make blood come out, and we'll cup over that. So we'll pull the blood right out of the body if someone has really bad
Like
blood
really bad
stasis.
blood stasis. And
Yeah.
how do you know if someone has blood stasis?
Different signs and symptoms that they come in with. Sometimes it's just like localized pain, like sharp and stabbing pain,
Mm-hmm.
which would be like your chi, your energy isn't flowing correctly.
Is that
So,
the most common type to notice once someone has that?
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of depends with like how they explain their pain, how they explain their symptoms, because there's so many different signs and symptoms in acupuncture. You really go from like the differentiating pattern.
Okay.
But that's kind of what it stems from is chi comes from when your chi becomes stagnant, your blood becomes stagnant too, because the energy, the chi, moves the blood.
Okay. Explain chi and energy and chakra, I think is.
Chakras?
Yeah, because I don't honestly, I wasn't ever somebody to really believe in those types of things. So what's the basis behind all that?
Okay, so chi is energy. It's like your life force in your body. People also call it prana. Like in yoga, it's your breath, it's your life force. Prana.
Prana.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Did you say prana?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of correlates with the chakras. The chakras, there's 7 of them. The same thing is like they're spinning balls of energy. So we have different chakras aligned throughout our body, starting with our root chakra, going up to the crown chakra. And again, our chakras can get blocked. A lot of the times you can see like people will have closed throat chakras. So when they go to say something, it's like they'll mumble or there'll be something blocking that. They'll begin to stutter. Their throat chakra closes because it's like they have trouble expressing themselves, which is what the throat chakra represents. But basically you can go through like a meditation. You should really start at the foundational chakra, which is your root chakra.
Yeah.
Because if your root chakra is not strong, it's harder to build on top of that, reaching the crown chakra. And all the chakras are related to a color as well.
Do you know how to like open those and go through each chakra? Or?
So I haven't done too much chakra work. I've done some like meditations and stuff based on each chakra. I have them in my app as well. Actually, guided meditations based on opening each chakra. Starting at the root chakra, I think it's most important for people to really focus on the root chakra. It's like your stability to life, especially with financials. And that's when I feel like a lot of people are stuck
with financials
at their root chakra. Yeah. So if you don't feel secure in your financial situation, and a lot of people have problems with their root chakra because that's like your stability. It's like your anchor to life. And if you don't feel safe, then your root chakra is going to be closed up. So you can imagine like a red light, because red is associated with your root chakra at the base of your spine. And then as you breathe and meditate, you just imagine that red light beginning to shine through the base of your spine, and that can help to open that chakra.
What's the throat chakra associated with for color?
The throat chakra, I'm actually not too sure. I do not remember. It might be green.
That's the 7th chakra, though, throat?
No, the
mine
chakra.
is the crown.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and before that is what?
It's the throat.
Is throat.
Yeah.
And then what? Heart, I'm assuming.
Sacral. Yeah.
Heart, sacral.
Yeah.
And then
it goes down. First it starts at the root, and then it goes.
The root's where though on your body?
It's at the base of your spine.
The base of your spine. Okay.
Yeah. And then it builds up through there. So it goes from there, and it goes to your. Yeah, I might have to pull up a chart. Let's pull up the chart. Okay, so yeah, root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and then your crown chakra.
Third eye?
Yeah.
Is third eye and crown chakra not in the same area? Because when I think of third eye, I think of here.
Here. Yeah. And then crown would be like right above.
Oh, so at the very top.
At the very top. I like the vertex of the head. Yeah, so the third eye chakra people also call like the pineal chakra. It's the same thing. Pineal gland is your third eye.
And you believe in third eye theory as well?
I do.
Okay, definitely explain that theory to me, third eye.
I feel like it's our sixth sense. It's our intuition. It's your mind's eye. Like if I tell you right now, picture an apple in your head, you just see an apple.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see it with your eyes?
No, I just see it in my
third
mind.
Eye.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a way to look at it. And I was like growing up. Anytime somebody would bring up the third eye theory, they would bring it up as in a way to see the future.
Okay.
That's what so that's my main definition to third eye. Okay. But intuition is kind of similar to that.
Yes, it is. It's literally the same thing. I mean, when you say see the future, right? People use their intuition for that. I mean, especially psychics, you could say that maybe their third eye is more open than other people's. I mean, a lot of ours are very clouded. A lot of the time they're very blocked, especially because right now we have a lot of fluoride in our water, chemicals in our food, all of that we put into our body, that's chemicals, that goes into our space and it blocks.
Yeah, how is it that you eat? You make all your meals for like the whole week. I think you told me you prep, right?
Yeah, I prep. Today's my prep day, actually.
Today's your prep. Yeah, it's Monday.
So Mondays, yep, I prep. I eat chicken for my breakfast every day. For my lunch, I usually have vegetables and protein. Same thing with my dinner.
I just do every morning three boiled eggs and 2 sweet potatoes
Really, every
Yeah,
morning? That's
yeah.
funny. I used to do a 3 eggs thing too, but I did it so much that I couldn't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
I used to also throw them into my protein shakes. It was bad.
Eggs? Did you cook
Yeah.
them first?
No, like just straight.
Raw?
Yeah, I would throw it in there with banana, granola, peanut butter.
Did you taste the eggs in there?
No, you don't taste the eggs. It just adds protein to the shake.
Really?
Yeah, I would throw it in there with like soursop and ginger, and
Mm.
that's my shake for after the gym.
That sounds good, actually. I mean, I still can't really wrap my head around the whole raw egg thing in there, but
Yeah, the only thing is that I was going through crates of eggs.
I bet.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like every morning is 2 eggs, and then like after the gym it's another two eggs, and
Right.
so I'm going through like 3 crates a week.
Wow. Yeah. Gotta go use GoPuff.
Go Puff?
Yeah, they have organic eggs right now for like $2 for a
Oh,
carton.
I'm gonna take a look at Go Puff then.
Yeah, I don't even eat eggs like that, but I had to get them because I was like, well, I might as well fry them up in some rice or something to
Oh
use
fuck
them
yeah.
because organic for only $2
Yeah,
is a steal.
chicken and eggs are like the best source for protein. Yeah,
So good.
you would know more than me because you actually study it.
Yeah, eggs are really great for protein. The only thing is they're great for a cut, bad for a bulk because the amount of energy that your digestive system uses to digest an egg is basically as much
I'm all in the fucking leaves. Holy shit.
on the plant in the wilderness. So the amount of energy that your digestive system uses to digest the egg is basically the same amount of energy that you're putting into your body from the egg. So it's like it like cross cancels each other's out.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like fuel that you're fueling yourself to eat the fuel. If that makes sense.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend I understand.
Okay.
So I've known you for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
We've spoken a couple times, and that was my first time hearing about your tailbone story.
Yeah.
Is there any other stories that like kind of projected the way you're going now within yoga or what you're within Chinese medicine that you're going into?
I'd say no story that was as important as that. I mean, I always grew up with wellness being all around me. My parents owned a health food store for a little while. My mom, I grew up with her doing yoga quite a bit. Like, she never went to classes too much, but she always did it like in my kitchen. So I'd wake up to see her doing yoga, like in my kitchen, in my living room, like every morning. And then I eventually wanted to do it too myself. I was very into stretching, so I was doing a lot of dance, gymnastics. So I became pretty flexible. Then I decided that I really wanted to do more of yoga. I started going to classes like 3 times a week. And then from there, I always kind of just had that holistic side of like healing that I wanted to do. I really want to get my Reiki certification, which my mom has Reiki certification. So it's like
say it slower.
Reiki.
Reiki.
Yeah, so you can become like a Reiki master, where it's like using your energy to help heal people.
Okay.
So you might see like people holding their hands over like different body parts and they're healing through the energy of their hands. So I also, one of my practices is Qigong, which is energy work as well. It's similar to yoga, but it's like moving energy, moving the chi throughout your body. And that also can help with Reiki because you're actually being in control of the energy and where it's going throughout your body.
Does a lot of these energy practices come from China? Because all the names sound, similar.
Similar, right? Yeah, a lot of them, most of them all come from Eastern. So like acupuncture, that all comes from China. Same with the Twinya, same with the herbs. But then a lot of the yoga that I study actually comes from India.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the Chinese medicine, everything that comes with that is all Western, and everything you do a part of yoga, you study from India.
Yeah, the Chinese though is still Eastern medicine.
Okay, does India have like the leading in yoga?
Basically, yeah, and they have their
what
own
comes
medicine.
after that competes with it?
For yoga?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard because yoga has become so Americanized here that it's like no one really goes to yoga for its true values.
Yeah.
Like the postures that you go into, the asanas, are just like such a minimal part of yoga that's really used to help you get into the mind space of being a yogi. So people think, oh, like I'm a yogi, I do yoga, but that's really just to help get you there. It's more of a tool than actually the yoga itself. So like the final relaxation pose when you finally go into Shavasana, that's what the whole practice is for. So your mind can finally be open. That's why we try to get your muscles to be open. You're opening your body. So when you sit there, you can kind of let go of all your thoughts, let your mind be open to.
With yoga and Chinese medicine, where is it that you see yourself going, or like your goal per se?
So right now I do have my own app, Breathe
Hmm.
Easy. So I do my yoga mindfulness through there. Right now I just have my yoga and my like meditations, breath work
Hmm.
through that. I eventually want to open my own clinic where I'll also offer acupuncture, cupping, all the Chinese modalities as well. My goal is to I do see like private clients for
Yeah,
private sessions. I teach my own classes, but
I'm one of those.
right. The more that I pick up the Chinese aspect of things and those modalities, I'm probably going to start to focus on those more.
Mm,
I'll probably do classes every now and then, but it'll probably mostly just through online ways, online classes and stuff, just because I am going to be busy with clients doing that too. It takes up a
yeah.
lot of time starting
Mm,
my own practice and things, but I do want to keep up on the yoga side of things. So.
okay. And how like exactly do you see your like life in the future, down from like how you go into work to where you live to places you frequent? Are those things that you like think about, or
Yeah, I
yeah?
think about it a lot. I would like to, so I also am a licensed electrologist. So
What?
an electrologist. So
Electrologist. You're
yes,
you're just you're throwing words in.
yeah.
What's a electrologist?
So
It
someone who
sounds like
does
something with electricity. Yes.
yes,
It did.
good
Okay.
job.
Uh,
Yeah. So it's permanent
like a
hair
fucking puppy.
removal
Good job. Okay.
using using just a minute electricity. So we go into the hair follicle with a needle. We
Mm.
apply a minute amount of current to zap off the hair germ cells that lie at the bottom of the hair follicle. So after so many treatments, all the hair germ cells at the bottom of the follicle die off, the pore closes or follicle closes, and then no more hair can actually grow from that spot.
So it's kind of like the hair removals, but with electricity.
It is hair removal.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is hair removal
Yeah.
because I know it by the laser.
Okay, so laser is similar.
Mm.
Laser is more for body hair. Electrolysis is more for
Yeah.
facial hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So electrolysis, we go into each hair follicle individually, whereas laser, you just go right over. It's like zzz,
Yeah.
and you can do a whole thing. So electrolysis is very intricate. You have to go into each and every follicle. That's why it's better for the face. And electrolysis works on all type of hair.
Hmm.
Whereas laser, you have to be careful. There's different types of lasers, and that only works on dark hair.
On what?
Dark hair.
Dark hair?
Yeah, so
The
laser is
lasers?
attracted to the
Okay.
color.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you're telling me if I were to get it's called what?
Electrolysis.
Electrolysis. I
Hmm.
could like not ever have to shave again.
That's true. I mean,
Really?
it would take a series of sessions, but yeah.
A series of sessions.
Yeah.
So like just one isn't gonna stop the hair growth like
No,
over
I mean, it
time.
might stop a couple of the hairs if
Mm,
it's in like the perfect time phase of that hair follicle, because each hair follicle has 3 periods of growth. So you want to get it while it's in its active phase. But obviously, just from looking at a hair, you can't tell what phase the hair is in itself. So you don't know until you actually take it out and you can see what the hair looks like
mm,
and if it has the bulb at the end, if it was in the correct phase or not.
shit.
So
Okay.
sometimes you get lucky and the hair never comes back, but most of the time you're going to need at least a series of
What
sessions.
else are you certified in? Because I'm just now finding this out about you, and we've spoken a couple
Right?
times.
Yeah. I think that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just my yoga and my electrolysis. Yeah. I mean, I have like other random things,
Mm.
but
And you have to be certified to become a yoga instructor.
there's like weird laws around it. You don't technically have to have a certification to teach,
Mm.
but people I think have a better preference if you do. I mean, I did a 200-hour training,
Hmm.
so I at least have that background behind me, and I definitely feel like I did need that to feel like I was ready to teach. It gave me such good background and it made me feel more confident teaching the poses and having the proper alignment. Sometimes just by doing a lot of classes, there's still tiny tweaks that you don't realize, and
Hmm.
you want to make sure you know those before going to spread your knowledge onto other people.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would take you as a instructor if you didn't have a
Right?
license.
It's like, like I trust you, but
Yeah,
like
no, I
I
don't
don't know.
trust you.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just that damn simple. I don't.
yeah. No, it's scary, especially like if you do suffer with body ailments. You want someone that actually knows what they're talking about and is going to be
Hmm.
able to also offer you modifications depending on your body and your injuries or whatever surgeries you may have had in the past too.
Yeah. And what are the steps to becoming an instructor through the course of getting certified?
So there's a lot of different courses you can do. I originally wanted to go to Bali to get
Mm.
my yoga teacher training training. Unfortunately, when I was able to possibly go to Bali, I would have been too late for me. Like, not too late, but I wanted to get my yoga teacher training in before that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could always go back and get an additional training on top of that because they offer so many teacher trainings that you can get either more types or just more amounts of hours to get you higher and higher. I only did my 200 hour, but I did an online course. So basically they offer you yoga history, they offer you stuff about breath work, about guided meditations, about I'm certified in vinyasa and hatha.
See, you just said you had no more certifications and just threw out two more at me.
It's my yoga certification.
Oh, so it's under yoga.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
and they're called what?
And hatha, vinyasa.
Vinyasa
and hatha.
Hatha.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are two separate certifications for what?
So those are two types of yoga, two styles. So vinyasa is like the type that you see most commonly. Everyone's doing the power flows. They're going through the warrior one, warrior two, warrior three.
Is that the one that you teach mostly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like here, what I like to do actually is I like to throw just a little bit of hatha into my vinyasa. I really like the hatha. I had my old yoga mentor. She was from India, and she really loved hatha, and that was what her strong suit was in. So me and her really broke down like the mindfulness movements, which is going through all the joints. And I found like that's so important because when you're going just stand up and down through all the warriors, like you're losing all those smaller subgroups that are in your body.
Yeah.
Like slowing down to really recognize the fingers, the wrists, the ankles, the knees, which tend to get skipped over. But if you're able to really build up those smaller subgroups, everything else gets stronger too, and you have such a good foundation.
Okay. Is hatha figured to be more difficult than the one you teach, or no?
I'd say hatha is actually a little bit more easier. Just
okay.
because it is more just breaking down the movements. Like, for example, like taking your wrist, making sure your elbows are straight, and just doing some wrist circles really slowly. And it really has an emphasis on wrapping your breath into the rotations of the movement. Whereas a vinyasa is more movement, it's more standing, it also has more of a strength component involved in it.
If you were to have to put it on like a hierarchy of from easiest to most difficult that you teach, what would that be?
Like style wise?
Like just from the easiest to teach or the easiest to learn to like the most difficult instructions to follow?
I feel like it kind of depends how you go about teaching a class. Like you can make a very hard hatha class too, especially like throwing arm stands in there. From my practice, my hatha classes that I've taught and or taken have been easier, and my vinyasa classes that I've taught or have taken have been more difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. And so you said you got certified in those two to become an instructor. What came after that?
So I got my certification, getting my yoga certification after I got my license in electrolysis. At the same time, I was getting my associate's degree. So I finished my yoga certification right before I got my associate's degree. And then right before. Like a year before, half a year before. And then I continued to teach as I was also taking a lot of classes. I was taking a hot yoga class every week, a vinyasa class every week, and a hatha class every week.
Shit. Okay.
While also still going back to, even though I finished my yoga certification, I was still going back to my course. I love where I got it from, Yoga Renew, because they keep the courses open no matter if you already finished it or not. So I can always go back to my modules, always go back to my lessons. If I want to just go back and take a look at another video, or if I want to double check my knowledge, it's always there, which I really liked. So as I was continuously still taking those classes, I still kept going back, rewatching the videos, rewatching the courses. So I could really make sure I had an established understanding. So when I went to teach my classes, I felt pretty confident in what I was teaching.
Okay.
And then I moved through that. I felt really good about it. I tried to expand my practice. So I started learning more arm stands, started learning headstand. Now I'm in the process of learning forearm stand and handstand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were to end up going to Bali to learn more about yoga, like how much more are you planning to like climb to learn more and more about yoga?
It's an interesting question. Honestly, I feel like there is no cap. Like you can always keep going. Just like with everything, it's always like the more you use it, the more you kind of understand it, and the more questions arise from that.
Yeah.
So it's just like when you feel like you're really good at a workout, it's like, oh, now you know exactly exactly what muscles to clench, and it's like boom, that workout just got so much harder.
Mm.
So it's like there's always another level. If I went to Bali, I'd probably go just to get my next 100-hour training, which would make it be 300 hours,
Yeah.
just because I would have to stay there for about a month or so to get it. But I feel like just being in that environment with those yogis and seeing it from that culture and that point of view and that perspective, it would help
Mm.
to enlighten me a little bit more.
Okay, shit. So, how more difficult is hot yoga compared to regular yoga? Because I'm doing that soon with a friend of mine,
Okay.
so I want to know what I'm getting into.
Be prepared.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So usually the room, it's pretty hot. They usually
It's a
keep it.
sauna, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's hot and you're moving around a lot. So breath work and weaving in your breathing into the movement becomes even more important. Because if you're not breathing and it's that hot and you're sweating, you don't want to pass out.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I actually ever did hot yoga, I was like 15 or 16, and it was still like getting over COVID time. So I had to wear a mask in hot yoga.
That doesn't sound good
No.
though.
So breathing was already hard. I
Mm-hmm.
was already not the best at yoga because I was just like, I hadn't done a class in a while. And I had to stop a few times for sure because I was like, wow, I can't breathe. I'm like trying to slip my nose out, to like
Mm.
get a breath of actual air because it's like all of this in here just is like steam.
You had to like step out the room a couple times, or
Yeah.
fucking
But I mean, if I didn't have a mask, it'd be different. But like, I mean, the other thing is too is if you ever start to feel like dizzy or like you're getting tired, you can always just drop into your child's pose and
yeah.
reground yourself, come back to your center, and then get started back over again. And even me teaching outside, not in a hot studio, I always tell my students like, if you start feeling a certain type of way or if something becomes too hard at some point, always feel free to drop back into your child's pose and reground yourself. Because
Mm.
if you just like keep pushing through, keep pushing through, keep pushing through, and you end up hurting yourself or something ends up happening, it's not worth it.
Okay. And what do you say to like guys that are first getting into yoga? Because with me, I was not the easiest person to
Everything
start to
takes
do it with.
time. Yeah, everything takes time. And if you're interested in it, I think you might as well just start. I mean,
Mm.
if you don't like it, it's not something that anyone's forcing you to do. So if it's something that interests you or if you think that you could benefit from it, especially people or guys that lift, I think it complements people's workout so lovely because people are building the strength and they're getting so tight, so tight, so tight, especially guys who usually decide to hit upper body a lot of times a week. Their upper body is becoming so tight that eventually they lose their movements. It's like the guys you see walking on the street like this
Yeah.
because they have so much bulk on the top, but they're so tight that now they're losing their mobility because of it. So if you really want to help your mobility, help increase that flexibility, going to yoga is such a great way
Hmm.
to do it.
Okay. And
Yeah.
and aside from people that hit the gym a lot, what other types of people is your practice more beneficial towards?
So people that work in office jobs that are really sedentary. I have a lot of people that come to my class and they're like, this is literally my first time getting up basically all day.
Mm.
People who sit in their hips a lot, it's going to have a bad impact on the lower back, a bad impact on the hips. So you have to be very cautious of how much you're sitting every
Mm.
day. Even if you're able to get up every hour for 5 minutes, even just do a little bit of stretching, it's going to be very beneficial to you. That's why in my app, I have even flows that are just 5 minutes long. So people are at work, people are at school, just anything for them to get up for a quick few minutes just to move their bodies, come back into alignment, and then continue working. You're probably even going to notice that it's going to benefit your work too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah. Is there any other practices that you're trying to get into, or like you're like capped out for those right now? Just yoga
So
and Chinese medicine.
yeah, so yoga, Chinese medicine. With the Chinese medicine again, I've been really trying to do more of my qigong and tai chi.
Mm.
I just started doing it about 7 months ago, so I'm still learning. I really like qigong though because it is so similar to yoga, and breathing while also doing the movements. And tai chi is cool too because it's also a martial arts form.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're using those energy movements and that breath work to also then learn martial arts, which is pretty cool. It's like a
Okay.
dance, but martial arts and energy moving. So it has,
Energy.
it has all three of the things
I
combined.
bet. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
And do you mind me asking about your profits through being a yoga instructor? What's that like on like a month to month basis?
Honestly, it really depends. Since I'm in school right now, full
Hmm.
time, I really base the amount that I can teach off week to week, depending on how much I have to study, what
Yeah.
tests I have,
Okay.
Unless I have things pre-scheduled, like I always have this Monday night class from Flow, so
Mm.
that stays pretty much the same. And then again, too, I just launched my app a couple months ago, so again, trying to build that up, just getting more people to subscribe to it, and the more people that subscribe, obviously, the more income I'll make from that too.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So would you be like a good person to ask how to make being a yoga instructor like the most profitable?
yeah, I'd say for sure. I feel like there's kind of a stigma around, oh, like yeah, like they became a yoga teacher because they didn't want to go to school and like
Mm.
they just like resulted to that or whatever, or yoga teachers really don't make that much money. I grew up with a lot of people kind of identifying yoga as just like, oh yeah, they couldn't really do anything else, so they became a yoga teacher. And I like the stigma. I realized I was like, wait, but I do want to be a yoga
Mm.
teacher. Like,
Is
why are
that
people taking that away from yoga?
is that considered a trade? Yoga?
I'd say kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's like the same thing as a personal trainer, I guess, if you would consider that a trade, kind of.
I suppose because when a bunch of people think of trade, that they think of like blue collar work, so like
Right.
construction, painting, all that.
Right. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it can be in
So
wellness too. Like, electrolysis is a trade.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And you guys studied that where?
I studied that in Massachusetts, actually. Yeah.
Right. You recently moved here.
Yeah, I did in
Okay.
August. So Connecticut, Massachusetts, back to Connecticut to Florida.
Traveler. Okay. Wait.
Yes.
I thought you said you were from Texas.
No,
No.
that's where my hoodie's from.
Okay. But you visited.
I visited.
Okay. I got it.
Yes, yes, yes. No, I'm not from Texas. Only been there once.
Okay, well, is there anything you want to like link in the video to like find you or find your app or to elevate
Oh
yourself
yeah,
at all?
definitely. Yeah, you can link. I have my yoga Instagram page, and I have
Mm.
my app as well. If you want to link that, that'd be great.
And those are the only two things you share? Nothing
Those are the
else?
main two. I mean, I have my website as
Oh,
well.
you have a site as well. See,
Yeah,
I didn't even know you had a site.
yeah. I have a website. I have my Instagram, Facebook, and the app.
I will you send me those and I'll have him put them here, and here, and he'll be able to
Perfect.
see that, and I'll have him put it down for you as well.
Awesome.
I've been talking to you for a bit of a while, a couple times
Yeah.
only, and I've learned more about you here than out there for sure,
Right.
which is strange to me. I thought we were close in that, but okay.
But we really dove into it today. That's
Yeah,
why,
today. Well, no, I really appreciate you doing this sort of interview.
Yeah, of course. This was fun. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for asking the questions, and I hope y'all were able to learn something.
Anytime. All right,
Yeah.
thank you, Shayla.